Blood. Blood. That is what we're talking about in this video. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this, but basically I just wanted to do a little tutorial of a recipe I found on how to make fake edible blood. And you can use this in all your horror films or Halloween or whatever rocks your boat. Main things that you'll need is a container first and foremost, something big like this, but it depends on how much fake blood you need to make. I'm doing this for my final major project, and it's quite violent, so I'll need a lot, a fair amount. And just to get it out of the way, the first thing that you'll need to do is put a bunch of water in there. Very straightforward. It can be cold, it doesn't have to be hot. We'll start off with that much, and then if I need to or feel like it, I can always add more water. And then you need 3 other ingredients to make this work. Number 1 is icing sugar. This is the UK equivalent. In America they have syrup powder, so icing sugar is the one thing in the UK that we can use to achieve the same effect. And then you'll also need red food colouring, which will be the big thing that makes it pop out as red, but any blood doesn't always have just red, it has like a tint of green or blue. We're using green for this. Right. So first things first, once you've added your water into the container, you can start pouring in your icing sugar. Okay, as you can see, it's quite fine powder, so it will easily dissolve in the water. And then you just, I would start by adding spoonfuls at a time, just to get the icing sugar used to the water, and then you can add however much you need. You can already see it kind of becoming more at peak, and I add more. What you have to do is keep stirring until it gets fully dissolved in it, and the water should become like a thicker texture. Obviously we've got a lot more water here, so I'll have to keep adding icing sugar until we get to the thickness we want. I think we're okay now. Like I said, if I need to, I can always add more icing sugar. We'll add the red food colouring first, and this is where you probably want to get a close-up of the water here, because this is where the colour really starts to pop. I'll just add a couple of droplets. You can already see it's kind of like, oh, even that much. Looks like blood in like a sink scene. Look at that blood. A bit more darkness. Okay, that's enough red, and then we'll add a bit of green to the mixture, but not too much green, just enough. Always just a little drop, and we'll just see what that looks like. It only changes it just slightly. bit of darkness, but there is a lot here, so we will have to do a bit more. Blood's getting darker. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit of hot water into this because I don't think the sugar is reacting to the water as efficiently as I'd like. Add the rest of this in. We'll do another cut. Okay, so what you didn't see me do is, because we ran out of this, what I wanted to do is add a bit more. And we've got canderel, which is similar to like icing sugar. It's sweetener. It's still fine, so it will achieve the same effect. But what we're doing is add a little bit of heat to the mixture just to get that sugar reacting, and it will become a bit more of a glue type. But obviously, because we did put boiling hot water into it, we will have to let this cool down first before we can apply it to our skin. Otherwise, you can scald yourself, which, if sugar is applied, it means that the heat will concentrate in one area for a long amount of time. This is quite a long process, so you just got to be patient with it. Make sure you're stirring it until you're 100% confident that that sugar has fully dissolved, and it achieves the same effects that you want. I'm just going to add a bit more sweetener. And actually, a short trick as well is if you do add sweetener to water, it creates this bubble effect which you're seeing as well. So if you wanted to film a scene with like a bloody bath or something, get those bubbles in. I'll quickly do that again just to show you what it did properly, because it quickly dissolves, but then it leaves like a shampooey gloss on the top as well. So that's another cool effect you can do just by adding sweetener to something. Feel it's getting thicker. Let's see what the temperature's like. It's still cold, surprising. Considering we added the water to it. We're getting there. We're getting there. A bit more. I can already feel that it's sticky. So that, like, you can see some of the blood that's kind of stuck to my hand already. So you get a brief glimpse. I think maybe the thumb probably gives the best option. It's a bit of a, I don't know, it feels like a bit of line work with the makeup effects artist, and you got some cuts right there and then. Yeah, I'm gonna see what it's like on my hand now. As it is. And what I'll do is I'll leave it there for a bit and let it kind of dry onto my hands for a moment. Depending on how you shape the cut, so like that, briefly, following the line of the hand, that briefly looks like I've been gashed by a knife. See there. Yeah, anyway. For best results, what I would then do is once you're finished making your fake blood and recipe, and obviously wash your hand after doing the test runs, is if you've got a container like this or whatever container you plan on putting it in, make sure you seal it afterwards with a lid. Oh, yeah, thank you, cameraman. With a lid of some sort. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a seal on it, which will stop the air escaping. And then, I mean, you can leave it as is, or you can put it in the fridge. It's completely up to you. But I say best blood is body temperature anyway. So room temperature is not that far away. But yeah, so that is how you make fake blood in a bizarre student container. But yeah, if you fancy hearing more or finding out more like behind the scenes stuff, then please do support me on my final major project adventures. Yeah, I'll leave a link to the GoFundMe below if you want to support, and it says a bit more about what I'm working on. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a little something, a little give back to the community, especially the horror community. So yeah, thank you for watching. And Sejon has, if I turn the camera around, Sejon, who is my editor as well, he's going to be helping me with my project. Yeah, he's also been my cameraman for today. So yes, huge big thank you. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I guess I'll see you in another video. Bye!